Greeting from the Motherland Kings and Queens. Me, my morning na Aquaba. I welcome you all. Today, in the building, I have my homie T.
What up?
From Ohio, and my homie Jamal, also from Ohio. Now, I want to ask them a few questions because they came to Ghana. I think you got a one-way ticket.
One-way ticket, straight like that.
They came with a one-way ticket, so that means something. And today, we want to find out what does that mean. So, what exactly is your purpose for coming to Ghana?
Well, we came to Ghana because we were doing a lot of research, and we was interested in some land.
Okay.
So we wanted to start like some agro tourism where we can develop some farmland,
Okay.
grow some fruits, grow some vegetables, some herbs, things of that nature, and be able to have people come and visit and get a little bit of lesson of farming and
Okay.
things like that.
Oh, that's cool, yeah, man. That's cool. So is it a certain amount of acres that you're looking for?
Well, the acres we looking for is going to be determined based upon location and price.
Right.
We want a minimum of about 5 or 10,
Okay.
but the better the price, we might get more.
Right.
And we got some short term and some long term plans, and it's going well. It's going as planned. Like I said, I've been doing the research for several months now, and everything that I pretty much researched, as far as like doing my own investigations and talking to people, things of that nature, it's pretty much came to fruition.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like, how long have you been kind of planning this before you came?
Well, it probably started around early fall, maybe somewhere around late September, October, and it all came about basically through YouTube videos. Came across a couple bills that I seen. I came across your channel, a couple other people's channel, and I reached out. I reached out to you.
Yeah.
You got back to me. I mean, you was one of the more transparent individuals that was just, you just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? And from keeping it real, we connected, had conversations, in-depth conversations. Anything I asked you, you told me. You didn't try to charge me a consultation fee.
Right, yeah.
You didn't try to get in my pockets. You basically took the time out that you really didn't have to, and you sat there and talked to me and answered everything that I wanted to know.
Right. Full
transparency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me ask you, what made you choose Ghana?
Well, basically, just knowing that I come from the continent. I come from Africa, and just knowing where our ancestors got on the ship at, came to the West. It was just like, all right. Just from watching the videos, it was like just grabbing me and pulling me in. Then, like I said, when I talked to you, I got real super motivated because it was like talking to somebody that actually did an aspect of what I want to do.
Right.
It made it just that much more enticing and intriguing.
Right.
So, it was like everything that you do is start in the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you got the thought in your mind, it's like, you gotta put the legwork in. And after that, you can only think about it for so long. You just gotta hop on that plane and get on across that water.
Gotta do it. Don't delay. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yes, sir. That's it.
All right. So Jamal, are you guys in on this together?
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Of course.
You guys. Okay. So.
My brother.
Okay. Oh, so this is your real brother.
Brother from another mother.
Okay. Cool. So, and this is also your first time coming.
This is my first time here, but I'm definitely enjoying what I see. So it's all motivation to me.
Right. So I was gonna ask, since you guys, how many days have you been here so far?
We've been here probably about what, 8, 9 days? About 8 or 9 days.
Okay, so out of those 8 or 9 days, have you came across any bad experiences?
Oh my!
Woo! Besides, let me see. No, not
Put it a
really.
little closer.
Not really. Not really.
Well, we came across a little situation.
Okay, the people
But the
want to hear.
situation we came across was parallel to some of the things that I've read. And so it wasn't of no surprise. Basically, when they hear our accents, a 5 CD turns into a 10 CD,
Yeah,
or a
True
10
statement.
CD turns into a 20 CD.
right,
It's basically them trying to, a lot of people, I'm not going to say all of the Ghanaians, but if they feel like they can get it off, they're going to try to get it off.
right,
But you got to actually, like, your research is the best thing you can come to Ghana with.
right,
You know, so you can already see it coming. Because the way I look at it, the tricks some of the people have tried to play is like, man, you got to try that on a fifth grader.
right,
You can't try that on a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as you winding up to throw the ball, I'm already right there, you know, ready to hit it, ready in stride. But it's like we had a few situations where people, you know, try to play crazy like we don't have an understanding.
right, right.
But we have a clear understanding. You know we do. But they just tried to play it, and we had to settle. You know, wanted to get, they basically wanted to get the police involved. Now, what I will say about the Ghana police, yes,
You guys got to a situation to
we
where
got into a situation with the police, man. We wasn't even here a week. But what I can say though,
with the fight. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, this is. I'm shocked to hear this.
now, now, listen. We got into a situation with the police.
Right.
Now, what I will say is this: the Ghana police, from our experience,
They're pretty fair.
were very fair.
Right.
They did not try to do anything that was unjust. They spoke with the opposition in their language. They spoke to us in our language. And we came to a resolution. And it wasn't a hostile situation.
Right.
It didn't make me feel like I had to fear anything. It didn't make me feel like, oh, I have to be goody two shoes or else I'm going to get tased or I'm going to get beat down or I'm going to get this. We were able to be cordial. We were able to have dialogue and we were able to resolve it. So with that, I'm going to say the experience that I had with the Ghana police was a fair and just experience.
Right.
And I appreciate the way we came to our resolution.
Right. Now, me, I don't know about y'all, but I kind of want to know. Come on, man, give me some juice. What exactly was? What happened?
Man,
what brought the police? I know y'all want to know.
well, all right, I'm gonna just give you a little synopsis of it, man. I'm just gonna say what happened. Okay, so we had a tour guide who had a driver. The driver borrowed a car, and the person that he borrowed the car from somebody else.
Oh man.
So it was just a whole bunch of middleman and a triple whammy, a triple middleman on top of a middleman.
Monkey land.
So it just was a thing where they had this per diem charge they had going on, where it was 600 CDs per day. So I'm thinking in my head, like any normal person, if you tell me something is per day, I get 24 hours.
Right.
Well, according to them, you don't get 24 hours. You get taken to your destination and you get returned from your destination.
Man.
So we got took to the destination, but when we got there, we couldn't see the land that we wanted to see because it was dark.
Okay.
So I felt like, hey man, I need to be compensated. I mean, I'm going to pay you, but I can't pay you in full momentarily because I didn't get to see what I paid for.
Right.
So it turned into a whole thing of misunderstanding. So I said, hey, look, let's make it fair. I'm going to pay you in full. Just take me to Shy Hills. How far is Shy Hills? 1 hour away. So we had made an understanding like, okay, I'm going to hold a certain amount of the money just so I know you're going to come back, return, and take me to Shy Hills.
Right.
And that's what the agreement was. We went to Shy Hills the following day. We returned. All of a sudden, we get ready to break bread. Hey, T, we need to talk. What do we need to talk about?
Right.
Well, the person who we got the car from, they said you got to pay for an extra day. Why do I have to pay you for an extra day when you didn't give me the completed services the previous day?
Right.
So let's just come to a meeting of minds and work it out, and let's just be fair. But that wasn't on their agenda. They wanted another day's pay for one trip that was an hour there, an hour back. When if that was the case, I would have just had you take me to the original place that you took me to that was dark if I knew I was paying for another day.
Right.
So we tried to settle it, conversation got a little heated.
They only saw it one way, man. That was the crazy part about it.
They only saw it one way. It was no accountability.
Yeah.
It was their mindset was we got you there. It doesn't matter if you was able to see. We got you there. So that's our job, mission completed. So I was kind of in my head, all I wanted a man to be was a man. A man has to be a man.
Right.
If you don't complete a certain task, your goal is to complete that task. They was okay with not completing the task. That's not a man.
Right.
A man understands once you start something, you must finish it.
Right.
So I'm not going to give you half of service. If I provide you half service, you're going to get half. I should get half pay.
Right.
Vice versa. So anyway, dude popped up at the hotel and he didn't told the hotel people, I'm here to see T.
He's trying to get everybody on this side.
Yeah, he trying to get everybody. So they speaking Twi, and we don't know what they saying. So I tell the lady, I'm not expecting a visitor. She says, well, he's downstairs. Now that's a violation, a privacy violation.
Right.
You can't come to a hotel and send a receptionist to a door, and I clearly tell you that you cannot. I'm not expecting nobody.
Right.
But you like, oh, but he's downstairs. So I gotta go down there not knowing I'm in a whole nother place. I don't know what the mindsets of a person is. So I'm coming down there like I don't know what's what. And he basically like, hey, we need to talk about this. Listen, we just started dancing in circles, going round and round, round and round, round and round. And it basically led to them just leaving the premises, going to get the law. When they came back with the law, we just, spitting out numbers, spitting out what they did, spitting out what they didn't do. And then we just eventually worked out a little payment plan. And I was okay with it. He was okay with it. Several hours later, the police was frustrated. And they said, well, if y'all can't figure it out, we got to go to the station. That's a no-no.
You didn't want to go to the station.
We ain't going to no police station.
You know what happened at the
Hey,
police
we don't
station.
care how cool the police was. We ain't going to get passed around like no rag dolls. I got to give you something. We're not doing that.
Right.
We cool right here. We going to work it out. But for me, and I'm going to speak for myself, for me, the main thing was I wanted to humiliate him back. So I'm like, I already knew I was going to pay him something.
Right.
Because I do have a conscience and understand the grind.
Right.
I have a conscience and I understand that it's not hard for a lot of Ghanaians to just make money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but what you got to understand is when you trying to get money from somebody, you have to give them the services that they paid you for.
Right. Right.
And that was the hardest thing for the guys to understand. And for me, all I wanted you to do was be accountable.
Yeah.
And the fact that you wasted our time, taking us 4 hours to this certain area, 4 hours back, and I'm like, man, you know what? We already knew we came up with a plan. I'm gonna give you the money, but we're gonna make you wait for it. We're gonna drag it out to the last second. And that's what we did. We drug it out to the last second, where they probably was sweating up under their arms, necks wet, and shit. We just paid them that little money, and that's what it was. And That's it, man. We carried on, you
Right.
know. And me, I wasn't surprised because my research had already brought back to me the things that could happen. My
Right.
research already had brought to me that a water costs 3 CDs. But when you out in the jungle, a person hear you talking, they got something you want, they gonna price gouge you.
Right. Right.
15 CDs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now that happens a lot in Accra, I believe, because I've experienced some overcharging,
Right,
here in Accra.
right,
But like out where I live, I don't actually live in Kumasi, but I live on the outskirts of Kumasi. There's not a lot of foreigners around, so like in areas like this, it's so many foreigners around to where like it's became the norm,
right.
you know. So yeah, but you guys let us know in the comments what you think about the situation. Do you think these guys handled it the right way? You know, we'll see. But please subscribe, like, and share this video. You guys got anything else?
Well, like I want to throw in, like, you know, don't let, you know, if you plan on coming to Ghana, right? Just come prepared mentally. Ghana and wherever you coming from is a whole different world. Like, it's very different. You have to be adaptable. You have to be able to leave wherever you come from
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Because when you step on these grounds,
yeah.
when you step on this turf, on this soil, it's a new way of life.
Yes, it
But what
is.
I will say is this:
Yeah.
despite what we experienced, it's peace here.
So much peace. Yeah.
It's peace here.
Yeah.
It's peace here. Like, whatever you're looking for, you can find it here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me personally, after having so many experiences coming from where I come from, I realized here, man, it's peace, man. You're gonna find peace. You might have some bad roads. Yes, you're
Right.
gonna
Right.
have some bad
Right.
roads, some bumpy rides. Your body gonna be sore. You're gonna be in traffic, and it's like cars on top of cars. Make up the rules as you drive.
Right. I swear. He ain't lying about that.
make,
I ride a motorbike. He ain't lying about that.
make them up as you drive. But at the end of the day, when you go to sleep at night, you're gonna be able to sleep in peace.
Yes, you are.
No gunshots.
You gonna
Yeah.
no gunshots,
Yeah.
no people arguing from upstairs to downstairs. No, it's just we went to the club,
Had a good time.
had a good
Had
time,
a great time.
a great time,
Almost too great.
and it's like,
Stay tuned for the video, but we cut a lot of it out for the simple fact we didn't even have a designated cameraman. That's how bad it got.
but it's just the vibe, man. It's the vibe, the vibe of the situation. Is just like, it's no pressure. It's just like, man, come as you are. You know, it's like it's a developing place. There's many different places in Ghana. There's many different sides in Ghana. We haven't even scratched the surface. But what I will say is this: you will come here after being here for a certain amount of time. Just take off your guard. Take off your guard. Take off your armor suit. You know, the whole ideology or the mindset of feeling like you have to be combative and defensive and always on ready.
Right,
Man,
right.
you don't need none of that, man.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
need. Just come here, laser focused, ready to eat some good fruit, some decent food, some nice people.
Yeah.
Everyone hasn't, like, I thought I was gonna see everyone always say show gratitude. Everyone hasn't showed gratitude, but I do know that people mean good. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we still here. We could have easily booked tickets to go back, but we still here because, you know, we having time, we having a good time, and I really don't want to go back.
Right.
I don't really want to go back. I don't want to go back because it's like, in this little bit of time that I've been here, that we've been here, man, it's a networking society.
Yeah,
I like him. It's a networking society. We met each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm meeting people. Like, that's a benefit. Like, ain't nobody worried about, nah, man, it's conversation rules the nation.
Right.
You meet people, you know, you keep on pecking away, climbing the stairs to get where you're trying to get, and you know, do it and just keep doing it and keep doing it, and you know, stick to it and stay laser focused, and whatever you coming here for, you gonna come up on it.
Yes, sir.
About it.
And on that note, like I say, subscribe, like, let us know in the comments. We belong in Africa. This video was brought to you by We Belong in Africa. Please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Thanks for watching.